Good morning, everyone. This is the Telarus Tuesday call for May 30th, 2017. Hope that you all had a wonderful and uplifting Memorial Day weekend and that you took time to remember and honor those who died while serving in our country's armed forces. I am Doug Miller, Telarus VP of Complex Sales, and feeling particularly patriotic after this weekend, hoping that you feel the same. I'm very happy to be joined today by our friend Lanny Gray, Partner Program Director for Navisite, a leading managed services provider offering a full suite of reliable and scalable managed services, including application, cloud desktop, cloud infrastructure, and hosting services for organizations looking to outsource IT infrastructures and lower their capital and operational costs. Today, Lanny will be speaking about the benefits of including Managed Office 365 in your portfolio. He'll help you understand the Navisite difference and learn how to offer customized IT solutions tailored to your client's unique requirements. It's Lanny Gray and Navisite coming up in just minutes. If you missed last week's call, please take time to watch and listen to it in your Telarus Partner back office, as the Telarus Directors of Partner Support were here, offering partners a complete rundown of available Telarus support services and a full list of tips and tricks to ensure you have all of the support needed to achieve success with Telarus. Most partners have no idea how many resources are available from Telarus to assist. Don't miss this recorded call from last week with the Telarus Partner Support Directors. It's in your partner back office. As always, we invite you to follow our accompanying video link and also our live chat feature where you can submit questions and comments throughout today's event. Both are located at telarus.com/start. One more reminder, it is coming up in just 3 weeks, the signature Telarus event, the premier industry gathering. It is the 6th annual Telarus Partners Summit, being held for the final time at the incomparable Stein Erikson Lodge in Deer Valley, Utah. Next year, we will be at a different, larger venue, so don't miss your chance to experience the biggest and best partner summit yet. There is simply no rival for this event. The Telarus Partner Summit begins on Monday, June 19th, and runs through Thursday morning, June 22nd. Registration is open now, and it will close soon, as available spots are nearly taken. Don't miss out. Now, our CEO, Adam Edwards, has called this the Super Bowl of UCaaS events. The Telarus Partner Summit keynote speakers this year include Don Joes, CEO of ShoreTel, and Alan Mazurek, CEO of Vonage. Now, these executives and their organizations are on the leading edge of changes going on in our industry, and they have successfully transformed their organizations during those changes. They're set to help explain how and why you can benefit from doing the same. You need to hear what Don Joes and Alan Mazurek have to say about partner success during these times of industry consolidation and technological shifts. It is the Telarus Partner Summit. Register today at telaruspartnersummit.com and join us June 19th through the 22nd. We can't wait to see you there. All right, let's get started. We begin with my favorite part of the call, a chance to recognize those Telarus partners who've turned in the largest sales of the preceding week. And here are this week's largest sold deals. In this week's third position, Telarus congratulates Marcus McGee and his team at ClearLink Systems Incorporated. They're out of Nashville, Tennessee. Marcus and the ClearLink team closed an outstanding sale of fiber Ethernet services from Level 3 Communications to a customer in the education vertical. Level 3 empowers the network-enabled enterprise. They work with clients to create the ideal combination of solutions and support. ClearLink Systems is Nashville's business technology leader. They consult with clients on connectivity, equipment, and expense management. It's their mission to make each client feel comfortable and satisfied and be recognized as their client's ally in a changing technology world. Congratulations, Marcus McGee and ClearLink Systems, on this tremendous Level 3 sale. And in this week's second position, Telarus congratulates our partner Jeff Stoner for he's a four-year Telarus partner from Seattle, Washington. Named for Chief Seattle, leader of the Suquamish tribe in the Northwest, Jeff and his team closed a phenomenal sale of fiber Ethernet services also from Level 3 Communications to a customer also involved in the technology and conferencing marketplace. Wherever clients need to connect employees, partners, or customers across the globe, the Level 3 network provides a scalable, flexible network platform for continued growth. This was a terrific sale. Congratulations, Jeff Stoner, on winning the Level 3 Communications sale. And topping our Telarus leaderboard this week, it's our pleasure to welcome back to the leaderboard one of the original Telarus partners and a continuous producer for nearly 15 years. It's our friend Zachary Schechter of ZCS Enterprises in the township of Lakewood, New Jersey. Originally known as Bricksburg. I think everybody pretty much prefers Lakewood. Zachary scored a huge win this week with the sale of co-location services from ViaWest to a client in the technology and event management industry. This was a stellar sale, made even better by the 5-year agreement that accompanied it. ViaWest is the leading hybrid IT solution provider with expertise in designing customer data center solutions. Zachary Schechter, of course, he's a legend in this business, consistently receiving endorsements from clients, suppliers, and other industry partners. Congratulations, Zachary Schechter and ZCS Enterprises, on this chart-topping Level 3 sale. It is the top Telarus sale of the week. Now, Zachary has a keen eye for great jokes, quirky facts, and he has actually submitted a number of them with the suggestion that I use them on the Tuesday call. So, Zachary, my friend, in honor of your big win, here are my favorite Zachary Schechter Telarus Tuesday call submissions. I was in the gym yesterday and was absolutely flabbergasted to see that some idiot had put a water bottle in the Pringles can holder of this treadmill. Frederick Graff, Sr., chief of the Philadelphia Waterworks, is credited with the first patent of a fire hydrant system resembling what we have today. It's believed that he obtained the patent in 1801, but no one is certain because the patent was lost in a fire. And finally, on the 5th floor of the Supreme Court building is a basketball floor, unofficially known as the highest court in the land. There you go. Thanks, Zachary, and thanks to all of our partners and suppliers for your unending dedication, loyalty, and hard work. Telarus is proud to be your partner, and we appreciate your trusting us with your business. Good one, Zachary. All right, here's a peek at this week's training calendar, and today we're featuring 3 terrific live learning and networking opportunities from our Telarus suppliers. If you happen to live, work, or be traveling to one of these areas, plan to attend and take advantage of these tremendous opportunities. First on the list, this Thursday, June 1st at 1 p.m. Eastern in Milton, Massachusetts, just outside Boston. And this is very exciting. It's the Exceed Business launch party for something that's actually being physically launched. It's the Viasat-2 satellite, improving speeds, reducing costs, and expanding the footprint of broadband services across much of the Western Hemisphere. Now, the satellite will be launched from French Guiana, and Telarus' own Patrick Oborn will be there as Viasat's guest to witness the launch in person. Go, Patrick. But there's a terrific launch party in Milton, Massachusetts, being put on by Exceed Business and Viasat. You must RSVP today in order to attend. Contact Telarus for details, and congratulations to Viasat and Exceed on this very exciting new chapter in their history. And look for those Patrick Oborn selfies hitting LinkedIn this Thursday. And then next Tuesday, June 6th, in Scottsdale, Arizona, Vonage Business is conducting their tremendously popular Vonage Partner Academy training. Now, this is a live event at the Saguaro Hotel. It begins at 10 a.m. local time in Scottsdale. Vonage has custom-built this free training so that partners can easily learn to offer their clients Vonage's hottest solutions. The Academy training covers project demos of new and upcoming technologies, mobile apps, and Nexmo, the Vonage API platform. You'll learn about consultative sales, white glove service, the strategic accounts team, all there to help you close larger deals. You'll have face-to-face time with the Vonage channel team and much more. Partners will come away understanding the Vonage difference. Differentiated products that deliver value. Scottsdale, next Tuesday. Register now in the Telarus Partner back office. And also next Tuesday here in Salt Lake City, Utah, right here where we are, Ring Central is conducting their Ring Central Partner Academy. It's a live event at the Hilton City Center. Begins at 11:30 local time here in Salt Lake. You'll enjoy a fantastic lunch followed by a fun and information-filled session teaching you how to win in every segment with Ring Central. Learn about the Ring Central solutions, how to position them with clients, the exclusive features that ensure the big wins, and the outstanding resources offered by Ring Central to help ensure that your sales last. Panel discussions, product roadmaps, and time with the channel team for questions and individual training. It's the Ring Central Partner Academy here in Salt Lake City next Tuesday. You can reserve your spot with the link in your Telarus Partner back office. All right, so Doug, I'm not going to be in Massachusetts, and I'm not going to be in Arizona or even Utah this next week. Well, there is training for you as well. Just go to agent.telarus.com, log in, and check out the training category. You will find one of the largest lists of training offerings Telarus has ever provided. There's new live and other recorded webinars as well. Whatever your current opportunities are, there's likely a valuable training opportunity ready to assist. So check them out, agent.telarus.com. And thanks again to all of our suppliers for continually providing outstanding partner training. Each week, of course, we pass along some of the best available spiffs offered to Telarus partners for sales of popular products from our suppliers. And there are some terrific offers available. Here are just a few to whet your appetite. You can check them out and see if you and your clients would benefit from one of these featured solutions. First this week, don't miss this terrific opportunity from Level 3 Communications. Remember, they had two of our three big wins this week. It's Level 3's Connect and Earn Ethernet incentive. Level 3 is offering a one-time $2,000 payment to partners who make an Ethernet sale of 3,000 MRC or greater during the promotion period, which runs through June of 2017. The qualifying products include Level 3's E-Line services, Ethernet private line services, Ethernet virtual private line services, and of course the E-Link services as well. Help your customers connect to the bandwidth they need with Level 3 Ethernet, and a $2,000 payment can be yours. And then second, check out this outstanding Megapath Voice Services commission offer. Megapath is offering a 24% commission rate to master agents on all Megapath Voice services, including hosted voice, unified communications, SIP, and PRI-CAS services. Now, that means that Telarus partners receive their pass-through on a 24% commission for all Megapath voice services, again through June 30th. And partners can combine this promotion with any other active Megapath partner spiff or end-user promotion, which enables you to maximize your bottom line. Even more ways to earn and save. Great commissions on voice services from Megapath. And then finally, from ShoreTel, it's the Big Deal Cashback promotion, and this offer also runs through June. ShoreTel is offering partners an immediate % of MRR payout for all deals greater than $2,500 MRR, in addition to their regular commissions. Now, the bonus payouts range from 50% MRR for deals over $2,500 to 125% of deals greater than $20,000 MRR. There are no limits to the amount partners can earn through this promotion. It is the ShoreTel Big Deal Cashback promotion. There are many more spiffs, promotions, and bonuses available, and you can check them all out. Some run through the second quarter, some run even longer. They're all at promos.telarus.com. Check them out. And now, it is my pleasure to welcome back to the Telarus Tuesday call. It's our good friend Lanny Gray. He is the director of the Navisite Partner Program. Navisite features a full suite of reliable and scalable managed services, including application, cloud desktop, cloud infrastructure, and hosting services for organizations who are looking to outsource their IT infrastructures or lower their capital and operational costs. And nobody knows more about it than my friend Lanny Gray. Navisite, of course, is part of Spectrum Enterprise. Welcome back, Lanny, and thanks for being part of the call. How you doing, my friend?
Great, Doug. Thanks. Had a good weekend and been excited for this call. So let me start by saying I know why that is. I'd like to start by saying thank you for having me on the call. I'd like to thank everybody on the call for taking time to join. And like Doug said, my name is Lanny Gray. I'm the director of the partner program here at Navisite. For those of you that don't know, like Doug just mentioned, Navisite is the cloud services division of the now Time Warner Cable Charter conglomerate called Spectrum Business. And I'm going to spend a few minutes talking about why it's critical that you start talking to your customers and prospects about Microsoft Office 365. But before I do that, excuse me, I'd like to take the opportunity to introduce you all to Aubrey Malcolm. Aubrey is the newest member of our Navisite team. You know, some of you may already know Aubrey. She's been part of the Telarus family for a long time. She was most recently the channel manager at C7, who was responsible for the Telarus relationship. And before that, she was a channel manager at Integra Communications, responsible for the Telarus relationship as well. So we could not be more happy than to have Aubrey join the Navisite team so that she can help all of you build and grow your cloud services and add that practice to your portfolio. So please welcome me in joining Aubrey. Lots of applause going on muted right now. Okay, so the reason that we're here today is to talk about the hottest product in the marketplace, Office 365. If you're not already talking to your customers about 365, you need to start today, and here's why. Your customers most likely have either already moved to Office 365 or are considering moving to 365. Microsoft says 125 million people will adopt 365 over the next 3 to 5 years, and as of now, only about 40 million of those people have already moved. That means there are over 85 million people that are going to buy Office 365 from someone, and if they don't buy it from you, they may very well buy it from one of your competitors. So let me ask you this. If you know this, if you know they're going to buy it from a competitor, why would you allow that to happen? Why would you let the enemy into your camp? These are your customers. Don't you think you have a responsibility to do everything in your power to retain them? We think that you do, and that's why we're here talking today. So some of you on the call may not be comfortable talking about Office 365 to your customers. It can be very complex. You might not even know what questions to ask to start the conversation. Well, don't worry about that. Our job here at Navisite is to help you understand and sell managed Office 365 as well as all the other cloud services we offer. So let's take a look at why Office 365 is such a big deal. Next slide. Microsoft themselves are pushing their customers to Office 365. Now, why would they do that when they already own almost every desktop on the face of the planet? Well, they recognize that the cloud's changing everything. They say that now it's all about mobility. They know that a workforce that can work from anywhere, on any device, at any time is much happier and far more productive, and they know that Office 365 is without a doubt the single biggest tool that will drive that paradigm shift. So let's take a look at a little deeper at Office 365. Next slide. Office 365, in simple terms, is Microsoft Office on steroids that's delivered as a service. What this means is users can now access it via the web and pay for it on a monthly subscription instead of upfront like they always have. What this also means is users can access it remotely on all of their devices, their PCs, their laptops, their tablets, their smartphones. But what it really means, the best thing that it means to everybody on this call is because it's billed as a monthly charge, you can now get paid an ongoing residual for selling it. Think about that. Almost every one of your customers have Microsoft Office on their machines. They bought that Microsoft Office from somebody, and I'm pretty sure that somebody wasn't you, and I'm pretty sure that you didn't get paid commission for selling that to them. But guess what? You now can. So let's take a little bit closer look into Office 365. Next slide. Okay, so Office 365 includes the latest version of all the Office applications you're familiar with, like Word, Excel, PowerPoint, Outlook, and more. But now, users can install it on up to 5 devices, 5 PCs, Macs, smartphones. For each license enables 5 user devices. These fully featured apps on each device install and then stay on that machine or device so that your customers can use them online or offline the way they've always used Office in the past. Next slide. Okay, so you can install Office on up to 5 devices, but what good does that do you if you can't get to your documents, right? With Office 365, your documents are all saved to the cloud by default, so they're automatically backed up, meaning you now have a drive in the cloud called OneDrive for Business, and it's where all your documents that you were managing and working on reside, and you can also share those with others out of your new drive. When your documents are saved to the cloud, you can also sync these files to your laptop or mobile devices, so you can still access and work on them when you're not connected, when you're offline, and it will automatically resync back to the cloud when you get your connection back. So you can work offline, work online, doesn't matter where you are, you'll always have the latest version of the document you're working on available to you on any device. And because everything is saved in the cloud, when you sign into Office 365 from any device or browser, you'll always have the latest version of your documents available to you. So you might ask, if I'm accessing my documents online over the internet, how secure can that be? Well, all the files that you store in OneDrive for Business are private. They're very secure, but you have the ability to share them with whoever you decide to give permission to. Your company, certain people inside your company, certain documents you can give different permission levels to. It's very secure and you control it. Okay, next slide. So let's talk about how 365 enables communication. With Skype for Business, which is included in Office 365, whether you're remote or traveling, you can meet with your colleagues or customers whenever and wherever. Because Skype for Business is an integrated part of Office 365, it comes with it, you can see your people's presence. This means you can right-click on their names and start an IM session. From that IM session, with a single click, you can escalate to start a voice call, an HD video call. You can pull in more people. You can actually even make it into a conference call without ever having to leave that instant message window. And again, let me ask, why is Microsoft pushing everyone to 365? Well, again, it's about mobility, collaboration, and communication. But what it's really about, it's about being connected. Now, let me just wrap this up by showing you a real-life example of why you need to immediately start helping your customers get connected. Next slide. So take a look at this picture. This is a picture from the inauguration of Pope Benedict in 2005. What jumps out at you with this picture? Is it the lady that's looking over her shoulder, looking back at you? Probably not. It's what jumps out, what should jump out at you is there's one flip phone taking a picture out of all those people. And this is 2005. This isn't that long ago. One flip phone in the audience. Now, let me show you basically the same picture 8 short years later at Pope Francis's inauguration. Next slide. Take a look at that. That's essentially the same picture. It's at the same location you were looking at in the previous picture, but just 8 short years later. Almost every single person in this picture is on a connected device. This is real, folks. This is why you have to start selling Office 365 immediately. Your customers are certainly going to buy it. The only question is, will they buy it from you or will they buy it from one of your competitors? It's up to you. That's your choice. So that's the message for today. If you want to protect and grow your current customer base, you have to help them transition to and build a mobile connected workforce. If you'd like to talk to us about how we can help you add managed Office 365 to your portfolio, please reach out to your Telarus PDM or RVP, and they'll put you in touch with the Navisite channel manager you should be working with. So again, to wrap up, just want to welcome Aubrey to the team. We're really happy you're here, Aubrey. And I want to say thank you, everybody on the call, for taking the time to listen to me. And Doug, I will hand this back to you now.
Lanny, thanks very much. We are speaking with Lanny Gray. He's the Partner Program Director for Managed Services Provider Navisite, talking today about Managed Office 365. And yeah, congratulations, Aubrey. That's fantastic news. We, of course, love Aubrey, and she's been a big influence in the Telarus business for a long time. Very happy for her and happy for everybody at Navisite. We'll be happy to continue working with her. That's great news. Lanny, great to have you on the call today. I'm really stunned by some of these numbers that you're throwing out here. When you consider how many people are presently using Office 365, how many will be using Office 365, your point is very well taken that, hey, Telarus partners should be offering this to all of their clients, and there's no better place to get that managed service than through Navisite. You talked briefly about some of the benefits of Office 365, but to be honest, I thought you were a little bit light on what Navisite brings to that. When you combine Office 365 with the support that Navisite provides, as well as the email security that Navisite offers and all of those subsidiary products and services, you really have a powerful combination that isn't available anywhere else. Talk for just a second about why doing this through Navisite is so important.
Yeah, thanks for the intro. So Office 365 is the tool that is going to lead everybody into the new connected world, the business collaboration and business tool, business suite. The tricky part, though, is it's not a plug and play scenario. You really need to either have an IT staff that is really good about managing 365, or you have to have a partner that really specializes in managing 365. You'll hear Telarus talk a lot about specialists, about having teammates, about building your team of specialists that can help you differentiate yourselves from everybody else in the marketplace. Well, we are that specialist on your team for from an Office 365 perspective. That's what we do all day, every day. And if you try to muddle through installing 365 yourself, migrating all of your data over yourself to 365, the dirty secret is that's where most 365 implementations fail and people go back to using old technology. Well, again, we have folks that's all they do all day, every day, and they're available to you. But what the management layer that we put on top of 365, and that's the only way we sell Office 365, by the way, is if it includes the management layer, because we know that's 9 times out of 10, that's the only way your customer is going to be really happy with it, is to buy it as a fully managed service. We offer things that you can't get from anybody else. We offer a real-time proactive monitoring platform that we know we're watching your network and your customers' networks 24/7, 365. If anything happens with that network, we generally will see it before the customer knows there's a problem and fix it before they know there's a problem. With everybody else, basically when there's a problem, your customer is the early warning detection system. They make the phone call and say, hey, my system's down. I can't get my email. We generally see that and fix it before it happens. We have a business continuity package that comes along with it, so that if for some reason it does go down and we can't fix it immediately, we can restore all your email in a matter of seconds so that you don't lose productivity while we try to figure out how to get your email back. We're the only ones that have a very powerful SLA for support. So when your customers, if they sign up for Microsoft 365 directly and have a problem, they call Microsoft. Microsoft doesn't have an SLA. Well, they have an SLA, but it's best effort SLA. We have very strict SLAs that say if it's a critical issue, we're going to get back to you within 15 minutes. If it's a medium issue, we're going to get to you within an hour. You contrast that to Microsoft, who say we'll do the best we can, but hopefully the next day. So the whole point, Doug, that you teed that up for is there's a lot of things that your customers will struggle with as they move to 365. If you can be the expert to help them manage through that, so that on the other side, once they get it installed and migrated, it's a very pleasant experience, you're the hero, because Office 365 is so powerful. There's so many business drivers and business enhancing tools that they don't have access to with regular Office 2013, 2016, 2000, whatever. There's been 17 Office updates since it was released. Office 365 is the power horse. It's Office on steroids, but your customers have to know how to use it. And if they don't have someone like you working through us, they'll struggle. But if you can help them take advantage of it, again, you're the hero.
Well, you certainly make the case for Navisite management of Office 365. Let's talk about some of the nuts and bolts. How many seats have to be sold? In other words, a partner brings an opportunity. Can they bring you a single user? Is there a minimum in terms of number of users that are required? We're getting a few questions on our chat line about how do we bring over both new customers as well as existing Office 365 users to Navisite hosted management of that service.
Okay. First question, how many users? There's a 15 user minimum that we require. So most of the the real low SMB opportunities aren't ones that will fit in our world, but 15 and up, the majority of the businesses in the U.S. are between 9 users and 999 users. So we'll get most of those, but 15 is the number. And the second question is, what was the second question?
If you have an existing client who is using Office 365, can they bring them over for Navisite management?
Yeah, so if you have a customer that has a license that they bought from Microsoft directly, they can we can certainly manage it for them. We're not going to take over that license. We will charge them a management fee. We'll place our management on top of their license and manage it for them as if it were our own. We'll charge them a few dollars to do that. And what will happen is that when their current term expires for their license with Microsoft, they can move that to us. We'll then take the license, place the management on top of it, and lower the cost of the management. So management with so the licenses are essentially the same cost as you can buy them from Microsoft themselves, unmanaged. Our costs. Our management fee is about $1.50 above that. So they're going to pay $1.50 more per license to have our management sit on top of the Microsoft product. But if they want just the management, if they want to keep their own licenses and have us just manage their licenses, it's about $4 or so per seat. When they bring their license over to us, we'll lower that $4 a seat down to our normal $1.50. And all of that, by the way, is eligible for commission.
And to me, that's one of the greatest bits of news for Telarus partners. As you mentioned so powerfully at the beginning, customers are going to be using this anyway. Many of them already are, and many will be migrating to it. Why not be part of that residual commission stream that can come from something that is so ubiquitous in terms of its application? So talking about Navisite again, you've got 24/7 technical support available to users of Managed Office 365. And almost more than that in my mind, Navisite does a tremendous job of assisting with the migration and the provisioning of customers' email services over to Navisite management of Office 365. You've got a powerful process for doing that and a broad portfolio of services that can rest on top of that. Talk just a little bit more about what Navisite offers for those users who come on board.
Yeah, so the management package for just 365 includes provisioning the email, provisioning and email data migration. It includes 24/7 support. It includes hygiene and business continuity. It includes real-time proactive health monitoring and hybrid connectivity, meaning you can have both your own licenses as well as buy new licenses, and you can mix and match licenses inside of your company. So you can have, if you need some licenses that need HIPAA compliance and have regulations around that, there's a package that Microsoft sells that's called E3. You can have, if you only need your finance division to have access to that because it's a higher price package, you can have, just the finance department have the E3 package, and everybody else have, an E1 package or a basic business package. So you can mix and match. But Doug, I think the question that you were asking is, on top of managed Office 365, what else does Navisite offer? And what we do is we kind of look at 365 as our Trojan horse. It's what gets us in the door, right? Everyone's going to buy it. Microsoft is pushing everybody to it. That's low-hanging fruit for us. It's not high-margin product for us. We don't make a lot of money on 365. But what it does is it gets us in and establishes us and you as the cloud expert for your customer. Once we've gotten in and proven ourselves and built some trust, we then start talking to them about their cloud strategy in general, about moving servers out of their closet into the cloud, doing cloud backup and disaster recovery, talking about moving some of their desktops into the cloud, talking about managed applications if they want to move their Oracle or databases out from under the finance, the controller desk into the cloud, so it's protected. We can have all those conversations. We're really good at all that stuff, but for this market segment that we're talking to, the channel, 365 seems to be the easiest conversation to have, the easiest way to get in, build trust, secure a customer, and then help them build out, help them move into more cloud-based services.
I've also got a question from one of our partners, Mickey Silvers, asking whether 365 can be represented to affinity groups that endorse his company. And also a second question from Mickey, are there any customers that would be considered protected accounts that might not be eligible to come over to Managed Office 365 through Navisite?
So the affinity question is interesting. We don't allow reselling of Office 365 just yet. So the affinity, depending on how it's set up, if the affinity organization is the customer of record and they want to then have their affinity members kind of roll up under them, that gets tricky because the affinity organization has to be responsible for their members' plans. So it hasn't really worked in the past. We're talking with Microsoft now about entering into a different kind of cloud service provider agreement that would allow us to resell 365. We resell all of our other products other than Azure, which is another Microsoft product. But the purpose of having the new discussion or the revised discussion with Microsoft is to be able to resell those products. So at this point, I would steer you away from that, even though we could probably, we've looked at ways we can do it creatively, but it between us on this call, it wasn't very elegant, and I wouldn't advise it until we enter the new agreement with Microsoft. By the way, very few people have the agreement that we're talking about with Microsoft. It's a very you got to commit a lot of dollars to Microsoft to qualify for that kind of a license. But we're one of the top 10 CSPs in the world, cloud service providers with Microsoft in the world. So we qualify. We're just deciding whether it's worth our while to make the investment to move there. So more to come on that. And then there was another question.
There was also a question about whether or not there are any accounts that cannot be brought over to Navisite.
Protected.
That, without naming names, I mean, is that a thing with Navisite, or are there certain accounts that may not be eligible?
Yeah, well, certainly accounts that are already Navisite accounts you can't sell into. There's no named accounts other than Navisite, the current Navisite customers, but I'll tell you the sweet spot where you're going to really sell Navisite is Office 365 is between, say, 50 and 1,000 users. Anybody below 50 doesn't need, as a general statement, doesn't need a management package as robust as ours. They're generally, real small. All they need is email and Word, Office, or Word, Excel, and PowerPoint. They're not real power users. And anybody above 1,000 users generally has their own IT staff that is sophisticated enough to manage 365, and they're also getting volume pricing from Microsoft, so they'll compete with our pricing very, very well. So the sweet spot is, again, between, say, 50 users and 1,000 users. But the good news is that's where that's the majority of the companies across the country fit in that category.
Well, there are so many of our partners who call in and say that they're not really sure how to approach clients of that size. Many are dealing with smaller clients. They have relationships that have been built over periods of time with smaller organizations. And to get into a larger organization with those types of users, they're looking for ways to get in the door. And boy, what a powerful thing to be able to offer than to go in with something as ubiquitous as Office 365 with the number of users that are coming to that and say, not only can we offer you the Microsoft solution, but look at the powerful management from Navisite, part of Spectrum, that is available for this type of service. Seems to be a great way to get into the door of those types of firms for our partners. And when we talk about the types of questions that they can be asking, man, there are all sorts of great questions having to do with mobility and availability of services in the cloud and security that open all sorts of discussions with those types of clients.
Yeah, you're right on, Doug. And they're not the same questions and discussions they've had with the last 15 people that knocked on their door, right? And the beautiful thing about 365 in the cloud in general is you're not replacing something that they already have and saving them 10%. It's not a discussion about I can give you what you have a little bit cheaper. The same telco discussion that's been had forever. This is truly a new conversation, a business transformation conversation, and it's a conversation they're going to have with somebody. It's It's not like you're going to have to go in and try to convince them to do something that they don't think is in their best interest. They're going to do it. You just got to convince them that you're the right person to help them do it.
There's a question from John on our chat line, and I don't have a last name. I apologize, John. But he asks, and this is a good question and a fair question. So regarding what we call the foot-in-the-door strategy, let's say that a partner brings Navisite a customer. We get them all set up on Managed Office 365. John's obviously protecting that relationship that he has with the customer and wants to know, candidly, would Navisite then be marketing to that customer independently of the channel after such a sale, or do you keep the partner really close with you on all subsequent transactions and conversations?
Yeah, once a deal is registered in Salesforce, and that's the way our process works, and that's not even a sale. Once an opportunity is registered in Salesforce and is tied to that agent, that opportunity stays with that agent, and it's protected from anybody else, any other agent or any direct rep going in and working on that deal, trying to sell that deal. Once it becomes an agent, or once it becomes a customer going forward, we don't market to that customer because it's an agent. It's agent owned. We'll do from my channel, the agent channel, the partner program inside Navisite. We'll work with John and his team to market to his customers if that's what we have that available. If John's interested, we can put campaigns together to help you market to your base and upsell your base. But we don't market Navisite in general and Spectrum overall will not market to your customer like it's its own. It's always tied to you, and that's kept separate from the rest of the direct business that's on our books.
And yet, if they bring you their clients, you have a tremendous program, as we mentioned earlier, for helping them migrate and onboard onto these services, and you provide tremendous resources and support for both the partner and their clients. You know, Lanny, I think one of the things I like best about the Navisite presentation, let's be candid, there are a number of organizations out there who offer Office 365, and let's also be honest, many of them have kind of slapped a layer of management on top of it and say, yeah, we can do that. But with Navisite, you guys have been providing hosted hybrid email and collaboration for more than 15 years. This is not something new. You're basically taking your management platform and layering Office 365 on top of it and saying, look, this is where people are going. Look what we can do for you.
Yeah, you're right. We were in providing cloud services before it was called cloud services, and it's almost 20 years now. And managed hosting, application management, that kind of stuff. So you're right, Doug. There are a lot of people that are offering Office 365, and it's anywhere from just the license, a GoDaddy sign up and you get the license and you're on your own and you pay the monthly fee and good luck to you, all the way to somebody like us who will take it and offer white glove treatment from the start through the implementation, through the life of the customer. And, the thing that there are two things you got to think about as you consider which partner to go with. And I really didn't want to make this a Navisite sales commercial, but I'll give you just
go for it.
I'll give you the 10 seconds why I think you need to sell for Navisite versus everybody else. At Navisite, we pay full commission on the license as well as the management, and that's important because most of our competitors pay much smaller commission, if not a one-time commission, on the license, and then they'll pay more on the management. So we're the only ones that I'm aware of in the channel that will pay a flat, full commission on every piece of the sale. And then you gotta decide if you're putting your reputation, the trust you built with your customer, on the line by bringing in a product that you may not be totally comfortable with selling. You kind of have to rely on the expertise and the abilities of the partner you bring in. I'd have a hard time if I were in your shoes bringing in somebody that hasn't done this for years and years and years and doesn't have, isn't the VMware Partner of the Year, isn't one of Microsoft's top 10 CSPs. You at this point have an opportunity to be their cloud expert for everything cloud going forward. You don't want to screw that up going in. You take somebody in with you who's going to make you look good, who knows what they're doing, who has done this forever, who can help them understand and lead them down the path so it's a seamless adoption of cloud services so that, by the time they're using one application, two applications, three applications, they know that they've made the right decision. And, the thing about cloud is it's really, really, really sticky. Once it gets in, very rarely does somebody take it away from you. And it's revenue that grows. A true cloud is really workloads on servers that sit in a data center somewhere in the cloud. We've got other other master agents that, half of their President's Club this last year were people that got there by making one or two sales, and then the growth that happened after that organically, they just, all of a sudden they're watching the numbers every month as they come in, watching them grow and grow and grow, and they make President's Club by a couple of sales that as people spin up more servers and move more workloads to the cloud, their commission goes up, their revenue goes up, and it's a beautiful thing.
It is a powerful product and a powerful strategy. We've had a number of questions from folks who are asking, where do we best find out more? You've got tremendous information available on the website at navisite.com/services. They can look up the Office 365 suite and managed hosting for that there. And, of course, Lanny, you and Aubrey and the gang are going to be exhibiting at the upcoming Telarus Partner Summit, and they can certainly meet and talk with you there. But if one of our partners has an opportunity now and needs to chat with somebody, where should they go?
They can either call me or call Aubrey. If they call me, I'm going to push them to Aubrey. But my number is 801-898-1509. It's my cell number. And Aubrey's is 801-641-8494. Now she just changed numbers. She got a new phone, so hopefully her number followed her. But there's an outside chance that number may not work because she just started with us, and I haven't gotten a new number yet. But
that's okay.
We'll find her.
Partners can always contact your Telarus support manager as well, and we will put you in touch with Lanny or Aubrey. And, hey, everybody out there should be calling Aubrey anyway and congratulating her on the great move to Navisite and finding out more about Managed Office 365 and how they can take advantage of this. And if Aubrey's not available, sure, they can call Lanny as well. But everybody wants to talk to Aubrey. Come on, Lanny.
You'd much rather talk to Aubrey than me, please.
But hey, powerful presentation today. This is a genuine opportunity for Telarus partners, and you're going to be hearing much more about this in coming weeks as a way to bring additional sales to your business, to help your business grow, and to take advantage of one of the hottest trends in our business right now. Lanny, terrific presentation today. Always great to have you on the Telarus Tuesday call. We'll hope you do it more frequently. Give you the last 15 seconds to close it up here.
Great. Thanks a lot, Doug. I appreciate the time that you guys gave me on this call today. Telarus is, in my opinion, one of the best master agencies in the country. I deal with all of them, and it's just a pleasure to come back and spend time with you guys. We will be at Partner Summit, so if you have questions, feel free to track us down. In the meantime, if you have questions or opportunities before then, give us a call. We'd be happy to talk to you. But Doug, thank you very much. And Telarus, we appreciate everything you guys do.
Thanks, Lanny. That's Lanny Gray. He's the Partner Program Director for Managed Services Provider Navisite. We appreciate you being on the call, Lanny. A great opportunity for Telarus partners. That will about do it for today's event. My thanks to Lanny Gray and Aubrey Malcolm and everybody over at Navisite. As always, if you have suggestions for our Telarus Tuesday call, we invite you to send those to marketing@telarus.com. Do not put off registering for the Telarus Partner Summit. We're already pretty much full, and you're going to have to stay at a hotel that's down the road a bit. But believe me, it is worth it. You want to be there this year. Great things happening. We are back next Tuesday with more on the Telarus Tuesday call. Till then, I'm Doug Miller, the voice of Telarus. Have a great selling week, everyone.